Okay. Set trial. Alright, let's play this one.
You know nothing of the survive or be destroyed. There is no other choice.
Show your courage.
The truth of life and death. The sanctuary is but a vision. Break!
Lance ablaze! Lance forward!
Show your courage.
Let's begin.
What?
We've entered a storm. To guard and defend! Crush them!
Move carefully.
You know nothing. Survive or be destroyed. There is no other choice.
We need a strategy. Will of preservation.
Show your courage.
This will strengthen our position. Move carefully. The truth of life and death. This sanctuary is but a vision.
Not a scratch.
Leave it to me.
I'm on guard.
Let's begin. Leave it to me.
You swine.
This will strengthen our position.
Will of preservation.
You know nothing of the way. Survive or be destroyed. There is no other choice.
The truth of life and death. This sanctuary is but a vision.
Preservation.
Move carefully. I've no interest in conflict. The truth of life and death. The sanctuary is but a vision. Break!
Let's begin. Enemy ahead. No harm in trying. Stay.
Show your courage.
Will of preservation.
Move carefully. Fighting is meaningless.
You know nothing of survive or be destroyed. There is no other choice.
This battle is unavoidable. Lend me your strength.
I've no interest in the truth of life in this sanctuary is but a vision.
We need a strategy. Will of preservation.
Stay.
Move carefully. Fighting is meaningless. The truth of life and death. The sanctuary is but a vision. Break!
Let's begin. You know nothing of the survive or be destroyed. There is no other choice.
Lance at the ready. I'm on guard. Lance ablaze. Lance forward!
The galaxy is vast beyond compare.
Looks good.
Mr. Yongfeng?
Why, it's Miss Secretary. And who do we have here?
I'm Sushang of the Cloud Knights. I think you already know the little girl with horns on her head. And this is...
Good to meet you all. Miss Secretary, I heard you made a bet with the IPC. And if you lose, you have to bark like a dog?
The word got out pretty quickly, huh?
Those Outworlders from the IPC are the worst. How did you get bogged down with them?
Right. If the Merchant Guild pay back what they owe, the only one barking will be that IPC stooge.
We made our inventory more efficient, but the dock workers said we still need a way to distribute the goods. I was wondering if Heron Express would be interested?
Those dock workers don't want to take responsibility. And I'm afraid it's not our responsibility either.
Then who should we blame? The IPC?
The IPC said that they would handle operations at Aurum Alley and promised to give subsidies to the vendors. I suspect they secretly told all the vendors not to use the dock for logistics.
Heron Express. We mail anything. That's a good point. If we can't pay back the rent, the financial damages will be manageable, but the reputational damage will be irreparable. If the Merchant Guild loses everyone's trust, it'll become an empty shell of its former self. And without the Merchant Guild, the IPC will have no competitors in Aurum Alley's business district.
The IPC wants to turn this place into a big logistics warehouse. By then, the food hawkers and used goods stores will have to move away.
So no more Aurum Alley?
Correct. The physical space will still exist, but the Aurum Alley we all know, its fragrances, its bustling tourists, will be nothing more than a memory.
Let's not get ahead of ourselves. What are we gonna do about the matter at hand?
On the logistics side, we can reduce costs by making sure the delivery routes are planned efficiently. Mr. Yongfeng, please allow our friend to try her hand at it. She has some skills that could prove useful in this area. Please give it a try.
With these routes in place, logistics costs will be reduced significantly.
I knew it! You're the heroes who can help us revitalize Aurum Alley.
Now can you tell us what really happened to Aurum Alley?
Well, Aurum Alley was originally the busiest night market in Exalting Sanctum. In days past, this alley, famed for its food and commerce, was brimming with aromatons collecting goods for their masters. But that prosperity has long since passed. Restrictions were placed on civilian aromatons, and new commercial centers began to spring up. It was like being on a gentle downhill slope. Everyone knew things were changing, but no one thought it was serious. When the Lawfu was moored for maintenance and trade with the IPC increased, a new threat emerged for the Merchant Guild. The IPC's announcement of a bid for the development of Arum Alley. Their promises were visible, tangible, and extremely aggressive. When the gentle downhill slope suddenly became the edge of a cliff, no one could pretend to ignore it anymore. Both the Merchant Guild and Arum Alley itself were in jeopardy. The contract for operating Arum Alley's business district is about to expire, and the IPC's regional director has seen an opportunity. They orchestrated the dock debt crisis, and that's just the beginning. Meanwhile, vendors in Arum Alley have expressed mixed feelings about the IPC. Some see it as a crouching tiger with malicious intentions, while others see the IPC's promise of high profits as a chance to turn things around. But now the chill is setting in. Everyone is worried that Arum Alley is going to disappear. The Merchant Guild has to do something to help the merchants here. Therefore, on behalf of the Merchant Guild, I would like to formally extend an invitation to you all to serve as business advisors in the plan to save Arum Alley.
Aaron Express. We mail anything.
Excellent. Why don't you talk it over with everyone first?
I only came here for the food. I didn't expect to get tangled up in all this dock leasing stuff. Still, if you're willing to give it a shot, maybe Arum Alley doesn't have to disappear. So what? The food's the best bit. Arum Alley without food would be like a pill without medicine. Meaningless.
I really hope you can help out. I'm not worried about that. I just want to help save Arum Alley. My home, the Xianzhou Yaoqing, had much closer ties with the IPC. Initially, people thought they were just engaging in a little interstellar investment, but over time, things changed. Gradually, the Yaoqing's younger generations began to enjoy the immersion produced by the IPC's entertainment division. Once they started wearing IPC clothing lines, you could hardly tell if they were Xianzhou locals or IPC employees. After their coming-of-age ceremonies, a lot of them aspired to join the IPC. To make it big, the architecture across the whole delve began to change. The graceful flying eaves I saw as a child became fewer and fewer, and the glazed tiles and fallow earth bricks gradually disappeared. Sleek, monolithic IPC buildings started sprouting up everywhere. Many of the Yaoqing locals older than 500, like my mother, will say the Yaoqing has changed. But they're not sure whether this change is leading to a better future, or if it's allowing short-life species to dictate their way of life. It's making everyone anxious. If our opponents were martial arts types, I could hold my own against them. But Arum Alley's problems aren't something we can fight off with a sword. I want to help the Merchant Guild. I want to help everyone at Arum Alley. Please, help me help them.
What do you think? Will you become a business advisor for Arum Alley? Great. I still haven't discussed any of this with the president. Let's go pay them a visit.
Whoa, what the fuck?
Miss Yin Yin, please tell the president that I have someone who can help us with the leasing situation at the dock, and also bring Arum Alley back to its former glory.
I'll go ask the president's opinion on the matter. Please wait a moment. Okay, the president trusts Miss Secretary's judgment, but the applicant still needs to pass a test. You must integrate Oldie's Depot into the logistics plan. The president acknowledges your expertise and agrees to confer management responsibilities accordingly. Arum Alley Merchant Guild would like to issue a formal request. Please help us emerge from this crisis and revitalize Arum Alley.
Now that that's settled, please come see me at the dock when you have time. You'll be able to help the dock workers do the inventory and help Heron Express with logistics planning. I keep tabs on all the goings-on in Arum Alley, including rumors and the latest gossip. If we can solve some of the problems in the community, it could help in rejuvenating Arum Alley.
If it involves helping people in need, count me in too.
Sure. Just come see me at the dock when you have time. You'll be able to help the dock workers do the inventory. I keep tabs on all the goings-on in Arum Alley. Anytime you need anything, come find me. The important thing right now is to generate enough revenue before the payment due date. I'll be off to the dock then. Stop by anytime.
Strange. Saving Arum Alley is a critical issue, but the president didn't even make an appearance. If that's the case, I can give them a checkup and prescribe some medicine. Wow, time sure does fly when you're trying to save the world. I need to get back to the Alchemy Commission. Keep up the good work around here.
The hell, man? It's like...
Now that you're here, let's get started on the dock-related work.
Oh shit. I'm not a smart person. Oh shit. Oh, okay. Let's take some shit here. So, is it one? Two. Oh.
Take your time. There's always something for everyone.
Regardless of the IPC's wishes, my colleagues from the Merchant Guild accounting department want me to remind you that we haven't met our revenue target for this phase yet.
It's getting late. Where to now?
Club Quintet is a fantastic...
Curved wood must be bent again to reach straighten it.
Crosstalk Comedy 101.
Oh, okay. Starts over there. Oh, it's somewhere. What about this one? Okay. Oh, okay. Oh, oh. Unless my person. So, well, the same actually.
Huge! Just a few and you'll be full.
There's still more work to do on the Arum Alley. My colleagues from the Merchant Guild Promotion Department came up with a slogan: Reclaim Arum Alley's Golden Glory.
like rice buns here? Yeah, rice buns. Oh. What the fuck? No. Okay. My goodness. I am not a smoker. One. Fine. Good.
There's still more work to do. There's still more work to do to revitalize Arum Alley. Let's give it our all.
Four? How is that possible? Four. Fucking four. Bullshit. Is it two or not? Okay. It is not replaceable here. Shit, man. Last one. You do that technique, yeah. Fuck happened here? Oh, it doesn't work. Like a polar pound of ocean.
something to tell you. We achieved our revenue goal for this quarter. This is all thanks to you two. Not to mention the merchants of Arum Alley. The Merchant Guild promises that we will use the money where it is meant to be spent. No disappointments. The funds will be used for the overall repair and upgrade of the dock, which means we won't be able to use the dock's shipping logistics for a while. In order to reward you and Su Shang for your long hours of work, the Merchant Guild has ordered some gourmet snacks from Tall Auntie, so you can rest for a bit and prepare for the revival of Arum Alley.
Miss Secretary asked me to prepare some refreshments for you earlier. Make yourselves comfortable. I'll bring them out shortly.
You're just in time. Everyone is asking this IPC goon for an explanation.
Calling someone an IPC goon isn't very becoming of a Cloud Knight now, is it? I'm not here today as a representative of the IPC. I'm just a tourist. You could just call me Scott. You see, this young lady understands etiquette. Can a man come here to deliver a package without being surrounded?
There's something wrong with the stuff this guy is shipping. It's causing damage to other people's goods, and our dock here is liable for the compensation.
Speak louder. I can't quite hear you. Is this how you treat guests in Arum Alley?
Let's open that package right here, right now. Then we'll see what he's hiding.
I'd be careful if I were you. If you damage my goods, you'll have to pay for them. Huh? A serious issue? I think you'll be the ones with a serious issue.
No need to make this difficult. Let's open it.
Let's check and see if there's anything suspicious.
Fighting is meaningless.
Lance ablaze! Lance forward!
You'll pay for this. Lend me your strength. You tampered with this ingenium so that it caused damage to other goods on the freight skiff.
Speak louder. I can't quite hear you. Conclusive evidence? Deny? Here, look carefully. This old piece of junk doesn't even belong to me.
What?
If you don't believe me, just ask the dock workers.
If I may, he's telling the truth. This golden cloud toad does not belong to Mr. Scott.
Then why was the toad here in the first place?
That's your problem, not mine. Now, let me ask you a question. My vase was almost smashed to pieces. What do you say about that? Oh, you wanted it to be broken? After making a big scene like that, don't you owe me an apology?
I guess we do.
Well, are you going to apologize or not?
Sorry, sir.
For this kind of barbarity, a single apology won't ever be enough. Just think of this as a practice round for later.
He fooled us this once, but he won't fool us next time.
Sorry. I should have stepped in.
My mother always told me that as long as I hone my skills, I'd be able to deal with any situation. Seems I've still got honing to do.
Before the payment due date arrives, I'm going to teach you two how to fight. With words. Follow me. We're going to see the president.
Do you know the history of Orm Alley?
Miss Secretary said that you want to learn how to get the upper hand in an argument. Is that right? The president agreed to meet with you all later, but now is not the time. The president is aware of recent events and is willing to pass on some simple negotiation skills to you. Rule 1. Prepare your ace card in advance. Just as Cloud Knights ready their weapons before entering battle, you should have your ace card ready before you walk up to the negotiating table. I will present you with a few items, and you need to examine them carefully. This is the box that was opened earlier at the dock, the one containing the Golden Cloud Toad. The name and contact information of the sender were deliberately crossed out, but records from the Heron Express show that the sender is Ah Feng. The records show that a dock worker named Ah Feng recently received credit remitted by the IPC, spaced out over several installments. The president has their ways. Rule 2. Play your ace card at the right time. These documents can only be truly effective when your opponent reveals a weak spot. How about this? I've prepared a little practice exercise for you. Mr. Ah Feng, over here, please.
What exactly does the president have up their sleeve?
I don't know anything. I don't have anything to say.
Oh my god, it's like Genshin.
My name's Ah Feng. I was the one who brought out the box containing the Golden Cloud Toad.
I didn't see any boxes, only the golden cloud toad.
If goods need to be inspected, we remove the packaging ahead of time. You wouldn't want to do all that work yourself, would you? My name's Afeng. I was the one who brought out the box containing the golden cloud toad.
Take a look at this.
This has nothing to do with the topic at hand. My name's Afeng. I was the one who brought out the box.
Take a look at this.
This has nothing to do with the topic at hand. My name's Afeng. I was the one who brought out the box containing the golden cloud toad. I was told to move something, and I did. I had no knowledge of the presence of an ingenium. This matter has nothing to do with me. I'm a dock worker, after all. How could I conspire with the IPC?
Why do you emphasize that this matter has nothing to do with you?
I just want to avoid any misunderstanding, in case anyone has it in their head that I intentionally misplaced an item.
I sense a hole in his logic.
I was told to move something, and I did. I had no knowledge of the presence of an ingenium. This matter has nothing to do with me. I'm a dock worker, after all. How could I conspire with the IPC?
Does being a dock worker mean that person can't conspire with the IPC?
Everyone knows the IPC wants to use the dock debt to discredit the Merchant Guild. The Merchant Guild are the ones who gave me a job, not the IPC. Why would I side with them?
I sense a hole in his logic.
I'm a dock worker, after all. How could I conspire with the IPC?
Take a look at this.
This has nothing to do with the topic at hand. I'm a dock worker, after all. My name's Afeng. I was the one who brought out the box containing the golden cloud toad. I was told to move something, and I did. I had no knowledge of the presence of an ingenium.
I think this has a lot to do with you.
Records from Heron Express show that this container was sent by a person named Afeng. What do you have to say about that?
That must be some kind of mistake. All right, enough already! The IPC was worried that the lease for the dock would be paid off, so they had me move some things around. Is that so terrible? Is letting the IPC take over management of RM Alley such a bad thing? Besides, what's it to you if I make some extra money?
Mr. Afeng, our goal at the Merchant Guild is to help make Arum Alley a better place for everyone. Why would you work against that?
Keep your heads in the sand if you like, but it's only a matter of time before RM Alley becomes another warehouse for the IPC. Even if you pay back the debt, where are you going to get enough money to win the bid for RM Alley?
It seems that the truth has come out. Here is Mr. Afeng's testimony. It may come in useful later.
The payment for the dock is ready now. If you're ready for the next round of negotiations, come and see me at the dock.
Right. That guy's gonna be sorry for everything he's done. Time we got a public apology.
Do you know the history of Orm Alley?
The IPC representative has arrived, and I've called for Miss Sequay from the Skyfaring Commission to act as a notary.
Remember, this is a war of words. Over to you.
Before we start, let's review the documents we have. We reached the required amount by the repayment date. This is the basis for our right to continue negotiations, and is a testament to the business viability of Arum Alley. When the Arum Alley dock went up for public bid, the IPC won the bid using its interstellar trade resources and extensive capital. Then, the IPC leased the dock out to the Arum Alley Merchant Guild for management and operations. This contract can prove that the Merchant Guild has legitimate rights to operate the dock. The testimony of dock worker Ah Feng, who has admitted to disrupting the normal operations of the dock in exchange for payments from the IPC. Let's go. The notary from the Skyfaring Commission is already waiting for us.
On behalf of the Skyfaring Commission, I am here to preside over the leasing dispute between the IPC and the Arum Alley Merchant Guild.
Is there anything left to dispute? I'll cut to the chase. The Merchant Guild should have removed itself from Arum Alley a long time ago.
Couldn't the IPC choose a sane person to represent them?
Huh? Say that a little louder. I can't quite hear you.
I said the IPC should send someone else!
Goodness, there's no need to shout, little Miss Feisty. My ears are ringing. Huh. You should be saving your voice for your public apology. As the representative of the IPC, my presence in this negotiation is legal, reasonable, and sensible. Who do you plan on sending to the battlefield? A random Cloud Knight? That cowardly president who's afraid to even show their face? Or how about that kid who got dragged into this fiasco at the last minute, walking around like she owes someone 50 credits?
That's enough, Representative Scott. Please state the IPC's side of the case.
The IPC specially leased operations of the dock to Arum Alley Merchant Guild in the hopes of seeking common interest and development.
Why couldn't the IPC operate the dock from the beginning?
Oh, are you implying that the IPC was setting a trap for the Merchant Guild? You're saying the IPC leased the dock to the Merchant Guild, who mismanaged it, in order to destroy the Merchant Guild's credibility?
That was definitely your plan all along.
Ah, so you admit the Merchant Guild mismanaged the dock?
This guy!
The IPC specially leased operations of the dock to Arum Alley Merchant Guild in the hopes of seeking common interest and development. But the Merchant Guild refused to cooperate with the major shops in Arum Alley, and the once prosperous dock is now desolate.
Take a look at this.
Huh? What's this about? Get that out of here! The IPC, specially with the Merchant Guild, refused to cooperate with the major shops in Arum Alley, and the once prosperous dock is now desolate.
Take a look at this.
Huh? What's this? But the Merchant Guild refused to cooperate with the major shops in Arum Alley.
The Merchant Guild has never refused to work with any shops in Arum Alley.
Never refused? Then let me ask you. How many shops are currently in your logistics network?
There will be a lot more later.
Later? How much later? For the Xianzhou, does later mean 500 years? Can the shop owners here wait that long?
10 years, 20 years. Psst. What should I say? Is 20 about right?
But the Merchant Guild refused to cooperate with the major shops in Our Room Alley, and the once prosperous dock is now desolate.
Take a look at this.
Huh? What's this? But the Merchant Guild refused to cooperate with the major shops in Our Room Alley, and the once prosperous dock is now desolate. The inefficient shipping and low volume of transactions at the Our Room Alley dock, which does not create any value at all, are clear evidence of poor management.
Take a look at this.
Huh? What's this? The inefficient shipping and low volume of transactions.
Take a look at this.
Huh? What's this about? The inefficient shipping and low volume of transactions at the Our Room Alley dock, but the Merchant Guild refused to cooperate with the major shops in Our Room Alley, and the once...
Take a look at this.
Huh? What's this? But the Merchant Guild refused to cooperate with the major... The inefficient shipping and low volume of transactions at the Our Room Alley dock, which does not create any value at all, are clear evidence of poor management.
The dock has improved shipping efficiency and transaction volume is increasing.
Ah, you guys didn't think that this transaction volume would be enough, did you? The shopkeepers in Our Room Alley aren't here to play house with you. We're all trying to turn a profit. The inefficient shipping and low volume of transactions at the Our Room Alley dock, which does not create any value at all, are...
Take a look at this.
Huh? What's this about? The inefficient shipping and low volume of transactions at the Our Room Alley dock, coupled with the Merchant Guild's inability to pay the rent, we believe the Guild should voluntarily relinquish operating rights to the dock and pay additional compensation.
Take a look at this.
Huh? What's this about? Coupled with the Merchant Guild's inability to pay the rent, the inefficient shipping and low volume of transactions, but the Merchant Guild refused to cooperate with the major shops in our... The IPC specially leased operations of the dock to Our Room Alley Merchant Guild in the hopes of seeking common interest and development.
Take a look at this.
Huh? What's this? The IPC, but the Merchant Guild, the inefficient shipping and low volume of transactions at the Our Room Alley dock, coupled with the Merchant Guild's inability to pay the rent, we believe the Guild should voluntarily relinquish operating rights to the dock and pay additional compensation.
What makes you think we can't afford to pay the lease?
If you have the necessary funds, prove it. Coupled with the Merchant Guild's inability to pay the rent, we believe the Guild should voluntarily relinquish operating rights to the dock and pay additional compensation.
We've already paid back the lease.
These are the funds from Our Room Alley Merchant Guild. The Guild has turned a profit and is able to pay back what it owes.
What? You already paid back the lease? How?
The documentation provided by Our Room Alley Merchant Guild is true and credible. And according to the lease contract between the two parties, the Merchant Guild still holds the rights to operate the dock. Next order of business. The Merchant Guild has accused Representative Scott of secretly sabotaging dock operations. Do you have anything to say about that?
Don't be so slanderous! Why would I stoop so low? What do the frequent accidents at this dock have to do with me?
Take a look at this.
Huh? What's this? Don't be so slanderous! Why would I stoop so low? What do the frequent accidents at this dock have to do with me?
Take a look at this.
Huh? What's the... Don't...
How did you know about the frequent accidents at the dock?
I use the shipping services too, you know. Do you have any idea how often my packages are damaged in transit?
Don't feign ignorance. Isn't that all by your own design?
Don't be so slanderous. Why would I stoop so low? What do the... Besides, I'm not even involved in shipping operations. How could I possibly buy off a dock worker? The absurdity!
Take a look at this.
Huh? What's this besides? I'm not even involved in shipping operations. How could I possibly buy off a dock worker? The absurdity!
We have the testimony of Ah Feng.
This testimony is concrete proof that you instructed him to sabotage shipments.
What? That little... Aren't the Xianzhou people always preaching about righteousness? Oh, I gave him all that money! And he sold me out in a heartbeat! Darn it!
If the evidence presented is true, Mr. Scott, then this constitutes improper business practices, and the Skyfaring Commission will conduct a follow-up investigation.
How did this happen? How did the plan go awry?
Don't forget about our bet. You have to apologize in front of everyone.
What? Why should I apologize?
Because you use dirty tricks to trample all over the honest work of others. An apology alone won't be enough to fix the damage. If it were, I'd make you do it 1,000 times over. Consider yourself lucky it's just the once.
I hereby apologize to Aurum Alley.
Hurry up.
I apologize to all the people of Aurum Alley. I'm a raving idiot howling into the wind.
Is that really necessary?
What the hell?
Make him bark! Make him bark!
That's right!
Enough! Woof, 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 woof! Woof, woof! Ow!
What a clown show. This arbitration is hereby resolved.
Thanks to all of you, we managed to pull through the dock's debt crisis. Worth every step. We should take advantage of the momentum to upgrade the Aurum Alley dock and increase its transaction volume. I'm preparing to upgrade inventory and logistics planning. The previously idle dock is now ready for use, so come see me when you have time. The dock crisis is over for now, but the rejuvenation of Aurum Alley has just begun. Thanks to your help, the lease was paid off and the dock capacity is increasing. I told the workers to clear out areas that weren't utilized and use them to store extra cargo. Now the dock can support collaboration with more businesses. Let's keep working together for the revival of Aurum Alley. Solving merchants' problems and earning their trust. That's what any good merchant guild should do.
$20 chairs? Are you serious? Come down here. No, I'm gonna sleep.